What's up, everybody? The world is a better place because you were here to join us. My name is Matt Brown, and I am the host of the Productive Conversations podcast. New York Yankees lose Game 5 by a score of 7-6 over the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers win their 8th ever World Series, and the Yankees are embarrassed and disgraced by having truly one of the worst World Series games of all time. But Saquon Barkley decided to go to the number one arch rival of the New York Giants. And when we see a fan favorite go to a team that we despise and hate so much, we have a right to be upset about it.
Did y'all see the fight last weekend where Sean Strickland lost his belt to DDP? Kind of crazy how it was judged. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little split on it myself.
We have USC going to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's opening as the favorites at -3. How is this rivalry game going to go?
I think USC's defense is pathetic. Besides Caleb Williams, this team is just not good.
And the Knicks are getting Karl Anthony Towns. One hand, the New York Knicks have got the center that they need, especially amongst Mitch Robinson's injury, and an all-star center and an all-NBA center, even though some people worry about his softness. But when he's on point, the man gets boards, shoots threes, and a top 3 NBA center. Has UConn changed your mind?
UConn has shocked me. UConn's been the best team in the entire tournament.
Cody Rhodes is the one to dethrone Roman Reigns from the greatest title reign we have seen in recent times.
Police telling us a 50-year-old man was struck in the chest.
The CEO of United Health was the person who they believe was targeted.
I don't know if it'll change anything, but it might not be the worst idea for them to sit down and be like, you know what? Nobody likes us. We charge people too much. Nobody likes us. Everyone is mad about this industry. We really probably should come up with a better way forward to, one, help people. God forbid. But 2, maybe more importantly, not die. We're too quick to be violent with one another. We're just too quick, too casual with people.
You can't just respawn like in a video game. It's one and done. And
The tail of the tape, I guess you would call it. It seems young men, a mixed bag of almost every minority, and people that didn't graduate college kind of got this one for Trump.
I think that this is about men and women. I don't know that it needs to be any deeper than that. Maya Angelou, she said, when people show you who they are, believe them. You take that how you want to take that about whether or not rhetoric means anything.
I know. Hey, I ought to leave the unfair. What they named
the great Kendrick Lamar sealed the deal in the Drake and Kendrick rap beef. He had a big concert known as the Pop-Up Show out in Los Angeles on Wednesday night in the Forum in Inglewood, California. Tell me, who do you think is going to be the new CEO or group of CEOs for Waystar?
People are connected to her in a way because they see themselves in her, and they see themselves in her because there has not been a female artist who's writing their songs the way she is for as long as they have. That is why those stadiums are that full.
If you don't know who the Rizzler is, let me show you exactly how he introduces himself.
What?
The most famous person on the internet. Yes, that is the Hawk 2 girl, a 23-year-old out of Nashville, Tennessee. She has become a little star herself. Are we concerned about AI? Are we concerned it's going to change everything for us? Is it going to take over our world?
ChatGPT is not replacing anybody. ChatGPT is replacing Google. That's pretty much it.
Not a lot of people have talked about crypto, and I was telling a crypto
fake.
bro about this,
None of
and
this
he was
is
personally
real.
offended
I know.
that I mentioned that this digital.
that's
He was
okay.
like, "Oh yeah, well, digital ownership is gonna be a thing."
Which one is he?
If you are cheating on somebody, yeah, I think you should be publicly shamed.
I think we could just do with less public shaming in general, but I live in the real world.
Yeah, I think honestly, actions speak louder than words. If you're not making plans, we keep matching multiple times. Somebody's trolling somebody at this point. Do you guys hate it when you see group chat, when you see people have one-on-one convos in group chats?
It's the worst.
We'll have some fun with it. And just a reminder, as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Productive Conversations podcast on all podcasts and platforms and YouTube. And don't forget to check out exclusive content regarding the show across all social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Productive Conversations Podcast, X at Prog Hobble Pod. We're on TikTok at Productive Conversations, and Facebook and YouTube at Productive Conversations. And as always, don't you forget, and we'd like to thank our presenting sponsor, Magic Mind. This podcast was made possible by contributions to your YouTube and podcasting platform station from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.